Hey, Block 7 Bike STEM class. How are you all doing? I want to take a quick video and kind of go over some things in class and then introduce you to this week's assignment. So, first thing off, I hope all of you are doing well. I know that just recently on Friday, we had our presentation about the cassettes, and we kind of found out that we're going to be doing digital remote learning for the rest of the year. I hope that all of you have kind of come to terms with that and are feeling good. I think it'll be okay, and I know that in the fall that we'll all really be excited to be back to school. And again, for those kids working on projects still at school, I'm planning on having some summer sessions where we can wrap up either the bike frame or the bike stands or whatever that you have going on back in the classroom. So if you have any questions about that, please shoot me an email. I'll be happy to answer that. So today I want to go over a couple things. The first one is got to make sure that you're doing those exit slips. I have some kids doing attendance, but then they're not doing the exit slip. Exit slips are important because I give points for those. And then also it's a way for me to get feedback from you. And if you're not doing that, then I don't know what way to drive the class. So make sure that you're doing the exit slips. The exercise assignments have been going really well. It was really cool to see everybody going outside and getting some exercise. Whether it was climbing or doing wheelies or running or riding, it was just really great to see that you guys were all still really getting out and doing some exercises outside and getting some sun. Now, one of the things I want to remind you about is when you are exercising outside, you're supposed to be doing this either alone or with people in your family, or I call it my tribe. So people that are really close to you. Don't get together in a big group or anything. Just make sure you're doing it within a small group. Also, don't get crazy. This is not the time to be going up to Floyd Hill and sending the big rock because the hospitals could be overwhelmed. If you go to the hospital, your family may not be able to go in with you, and you might have to do all your recovery within the hospital system completely alone. I know sometimes you go to the hospital and your mom stays there with you by your bedside, but this might be one of those times where you're just in the hospital completely alone. So don't get crazy right now. The other thing is, these exercises are meant to be done from home, so please don't be driving anywhere. I don't want you going up to Buff Creek or anything like that for exercise. Hopefully it's something you can walk or hike or ride from your house. So please make sure that you're not driving. They want to restrict the travel. And then one of the other things that kind of has come up recently is wearing a mask. And so I have this that I kind of wear when I'm riding, especially when it's cold. But now that we need to kind of cover our faces, make sure that you pull over your face when you're in a crowd, like a parking lot's a good place, or if you're passing some people, I have it around my neck and I just kind of pull it over my mouth and nose when I'm exercising and passing people. So just make sure that you're not breathing on people and spitting and shooting snot rockets on people. So, and then the other big thing is make sure you're documenting these exercise moments, whether it's pictures or Strava or steps on your watch, whatever. Just make sure you're documenting it, because I feel like I know that there's a lot of kids out there, but you guys aren't necessarily getting me that evidence that you've done it. So make sure you've done that. If you have any questions about the exercise assignments, please let me know. All right. Now, one of the things I want to share with you is the results from Friday's exit slip, kind of where we're going in the class. So the very first question I asked you is which type of bike repair is best for you while remote learning? And we'll present this. So it looked like a lot of you really like doing the live presentations at a specific time. So the ones where the students use the camera and they kind of show it. So hopefully we'll be able to do that kind of stuff. Like I know Adam's got his bike repair lesson to do. So hopefully he'll be able to do something like this in a few weeks when that's his term. So that was great feedback. Thank you all for that. The next one is, when do you want to do this? Do you want to do it at 2 o'clock or at 1 o'clock? And this is pretty 50-50 split. So this week's lesson will happen at 1:30 on Friday. So make sure that you guys are going to be there at 1:30 on Friday. And then maybe next week we'll see if 1:30 worked for people, or if you guys want to go later with that. So thanks for that feedback. The next bit of feedback is, what day is best for you? Is it Wednesday or Friday, or you guys don't care? Right now, it looks like what we'll try to do is Friday this week, and then maybe if I can get organized, and we can get someone to do it next week. But it looked like you guys didn't care. It was either Friday or Wednesday. Don't really care. So that's pretty good feedback. And then the next one was would you rather? This kind of leads into this week's assignment. Oh, no. Would you rather? This is about do you want to do all the bike repair lessons or do some other schoolwork? So it looked like most of you people kind of like that process of doing the bike repair one day and then doing work the rest of the day. So we'll continue with that. I think that works well too. And it was what we were doing in the classroom. We spent one day doing a bike repair lesson and the rest of the days we were doing our projects. So I really like that feedback there. And then the next one was, what do you guys want to do next? And that is, do you want to do the cycling movie review or do the CAD work? And it looked like most of you want to do the cycling movie review, which is good. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to do the CAD assignment. What we're going to do is we'll do the cycling movie review this week. And then after that assignment's completed, then we'll move into the CAD assignment, which will be really fun. So I really appreciate your feedback on this and telling me that 68% want to do that movie review. So I do want to share with you guys kind of that assignment. And we'll get into that right now. I'm going to close that, and I'm going to try to introduce to you the cycling movie review assignment. So I don't know how I came across this idea, but I feel like growing up, when I was a kid, Rad was a really big movie. That's this one, this classic film here. And then there were some other big cycling movies that I didn't get to watch until I was a little bit older, but like Breaking Away and American Flyers are kind of really important cycling movies. And then there's some other films have come out in the meantime. Now, not only were there fictional films around cycling, but there's a lot of great documentaries around cycling. This one called Any One of Us has just come out about a pro downhiller who got injured. This other one called Going In really just came out a few weeks ago about the Trek cycling team. And then there's some other great inspirational stories. There's one, Pedal the World, Blood Road, which is about Rebecca Rush. She's a professional endurance athlete, and she goes to Vietnam to try to find her father from Vietnam War. There's also Half of the Road, which is about a women's cycling team, Rising from Ashes, which is about an African cyclist. And then this one I found really interesting too. It was called Icarus, and it was a documentary filmmaker from Boulder who was looking into doping, and then he ended up being right there when the big doping scandal came out. So my thought is that I want to have you pick one of those films and then do a quick reflection on that in Flipgrid. Now, one of the things I want to say about picking a film is some of these are available on HBO Go, some of them are available on Netflix, some of them are available from the website, like Going In is hosted on Trek's cycling website. Some of them you may have to find another streaming service for it. So I want you to find something that you're interested in, but I also want to find something that you have access to. Like you might have to use Amazon Prime, or you might have to use Hulu. I don't know exactly where all these are located, but you may have to, do some research on which one of these you have access to at your house. And some of them you may have even seen. I don't know. My hope and the assignment is for you to pick something you haven't seen before. So, but your assignment is to, I would write down these questions maybe in a Google Doc or something. But one, give me a quick summary of the film. Tell me in 2 minutes what it was about. And the next one is to kind of tell me the moral of the film. Most of these have some sort of underlying message. And tell us about that. And then last, and this is kind of the deeper one, but did you connect or relate to the film or the film's protagonist, whether it's a fictional film or one of these documentaries, and tell us why or why not. Maybe you have nothing in common with this African cyclist film, but maybe that really drew you in. I don't know which one of these you will all be interested in, but these all need to be answered in Flipgrid. And for that assignment, I need the Flipgrid to be 10 minutes or less. And so you're going to answer those 3 questions in Flipgrid. And again, my advice is while you're watching the film, type down and write down your thoughts, and then have those thoughts in front of you when you do your Flipgrid, because it's going to help you make a better video Flipgrid answer when you kind of have your thoughts organized. All right. So one one of the other things too that I found out is there's something called Netflix Party. So maybe you can talk to some of your friends in the class and say, hey, why don't we do a Netflix party around, Blood Road or Quicksilver, and then all of you can, set up a time and you guys could do that. I thought Netflix Party would be a great idea for you all, but I'm not sure exactly which of these films are available on Netflix. All right. So now, if you have any questions, please make sure you email me and let me know. You have until next Tuesday to get this done. I need to have your Flipgrid posted by Tuesday. So that gives you a whole week to watch one movie. And I know that you guys can do that. All right. Now, if there's anything else, please reach out to me. Today, you do need to fill out your exit slip. I'll be doing attendance through that today. And then also, I have a secret extra credit question. So if you put this into the exit slip, please say Gates Carbon Drive, and I'll give you extra credit. This is kind of a tricky way for me to make sure you've watched the whole video. So, Gates Carbon Drive. All right. I hope all of you are doing well. I can't wait to see your faces, and let me know if I can help you out with anything. So just to reiterate, Friday meeting at 1:30. You guys have this week's exercise assignment to get done by next Monday, and then you have the movie review assignment to get done by next Tuesday. So please let me know if you have any questions or anything. All right. Take care, Block 7 students, and I hope you're all doing well and going to enjoy this beautiful sunny day. Take care.